Well, let me tell you something. If you only knew just a little bit of what I've been through, you would understand my pain. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I survived. If you only knew what the Lord brought me through, you would understand my pain. Come on, tell me you don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I survived. If you only knew what the Lord brought me through, you would understand my praise. I'm still here. I survived. I'm still standing. I survived. After everything. I survived. Look at me now. I survived. I'm a survivor. 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 I'm the mascot for the survivors. I'm the mascot for the survivors. I got the scars to prove it. I got the tears to prove it. I got the testimony to prove it. You don't know what I've been through. You would understand. You would understand. You would understand. You would understand my praise. You would understand. You would understand. You would understand my praise. Glory, 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 glory. I survived. Glory, glory. I'm still alive. Glory, glory. He kept me. Glory. He brought me. Glory, 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 glory. You don't know my story. You don't know my pain. You don't know my struggle. So don't judge my praise. Glory, 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 glory. If you knew what I've been through, you would praise him too. What I survived, you would praise him too. You would understand my praise, my praise, my praise.
Disclaimer, 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 disclaimer,
Hey, welcome everybody. I know. I'm a few minutes late and I sent out the thumbnail and did not change the date. It says tonight, August the 4th. So I kind of messed that up today, but that's okay. We're going to go on. Whoever shows up, shows up. If not, they can look at the repeat. And the way I look at life these days is everything happens for a reason, and not sure why I put the wrong date, but maybe it's to teach me to pay
Turn it up. Pull up a chair now. Pull up a chair now. Uncle Paul's here now. Somebody say, turn it up. Turn it up. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on in. Don't knock. The door's already open. Bring your whole self. Ain't nothing here that's broken. We ain't here to preach. We just here to be honest. Say the thing out loud that everybody promised. We gon' laugh a little. We gon' cry a little too. Gon' tell the truth about me. Gon' tell the truth about you. It's just a thought, baby. Take it or leave it. But something about tonight, I feel like you gon' need it. So get on up. Get on up. Somebody save a seat. Save a seat. This the table. It's the table. Everybody, everybody. It's Uncle Paul's Star. Turn it up, turn it up. We came to talk it out. Fill the cup, fill the cup. Bring your joy, bring your pain, bring your funny, bring your real. This the table, this the table. Come on, grab a seat and feel. Uncle Paul's Star, high and lifted, loud and true. Ain't nobody leaving out this room without a slice for you. Every family got one, the one that holds it down, the one everybody calls when the wall's falling down. Tonight we flip the script, tonight we pass the plate. Tonight it's not too late, tonight we celebrate. We gon' talk about the cake, we gon' talk about the cost, we gon' talk about the love that almost got lost. So open up your ears and open up your heart, 'cause the thought that changes everything is about to start. Get on up, somebody save a seat. Save a seat. This the table, this the table. Everybody, everybody. It's Uncle Paul's Star. Turn it up, turn it up. We came to talk it out. Fill the cup, fill the cup. Bring it.
You mean tell me I did all that talking with no sound? Can y'all hear me now? I did a whole show without talking. Oh Lord. All right, I'm gonna start it all over. Watch me. That's funny to me. No wonder. Thanks for telling me, y'all. They said they can't hear me. I got it. All right, my fault. I had the mic off. All right, let me back this up. Boy, I was on a roll too. I thought I did that pretty good. S- All right, here we go. Y'all ready? If y'all can handle this, I'm going to do it all over again. Welcome. Hey, family. Welcome to Uncle Paul's Thoughts. It's just a thought. That's all it is. I ain't here to preach to you. I ain't here to tell you how to live. I'm not here to make everybody agree with me. Hell, I don't agree with myself every day. I'm not just sitting here. I was just sitting here thinking. And tonight I got something on my mind. Actually, I've had it on my mind for a while. And I'm probably a little pissed. So tonight might get interesting because I want to talk about something that sounds funny at first. It might sound funny at first, but if you live any kind of life, it ain't funny at all. I want to talk about cake. Yes, cake, not salvation, not purpose, not your destiny, not your money, but cake. Because sometimes a whole damn life lesson is in a hiding in a box, a bakery box. And tonight, start is I paid for the damn cake. Y'all will understand in a minute. And if y'all don't think I'm cussing too much, that's all right. Y'all cuss too, just not in front of each other. Now, let me tell you the story before somebody thinks Uncle Paul has finally lost his mind because he has. Picture this. There's a party. Somebody's celebrating birthday, anniversary, retirement, whatever. I'm involved. And somehow I become the cake man. Now, you know how that happens. Somebody says, Paul, can you pick up the cake? Sure, no problem. I'm the one. And what that really means is, Paul, can you pay for the cake? So I'm the one that has to leave what I'm doing, get in my car, drive to the bakery, pick up the cake. But before I get there, somebody calls, oh, Paul, we forgot candles. Of course you did. So now I'm stopping at another store to buy candles. And maybe they forgot plates and forks and knives and napkins. Because once you become the dependable one, your assignment keeps growing. Nobody says, can you get the cake? And what they really mean is, can you handle every darn thing related to the cake? So now I have brought the cake, picked up the candles, bought the candles, made sure I don't slam on brakes and make sure the cake doesn't go flying across the car. I carried the cake into the party. I set it on the table, made sure it looked right. Everybody's singing, everybody's laughing, everybody's taking pictures. Cake gets cut, everybody gets a slice. Some folks get two. You know who they are. They got two or three, and somebody got a piece wrapped up to take home. And somebody cut another piece and said, this is for later. The party ends, everybody leaves, and somewhere in all of that, nobody saved me a piece of cake. Nobody saved me a piece of cake. And I said, wait a damn minute. I paid for the cake. Hold up. I paid for the cake. I bought the candles. I bought the cake to the party. I helped everybody celebrate. Everybody ate. And nobody thought, did Paul get some? That's right there. That right there is what I want to talk about tonight. Because some of us have spent our whole lives bringing the cake, and everybody ate except us. So, my point tonight is, what about me? That's the real title underneath the title. What about me? Can somebody get what I'm trying to say? And I know how that sounds. Somebody is saying, well, Uncle Paul, you shouldn't do things expecting something back. Oh, shut up. We're not doing that tonight because there's the difference between being selfish and recognizing that you matter too. I don't need the whole cake. I don't need everybody to bow down because I picked up the cake. I don't need a parade and I don't need an applause. But could someone have thought enough to save me one slice? And that's what hurt. Not that I didn't get cake. I can buy another cake. Hell, I can clearly, I know where the bakery is. Is that the fact that's in the room? The fact is, there's a room full of people I showed up for, like I always do, and nobody thought about me. And if you have ever been the strong one, the dependable one, the one everybody calls, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Everybody knows how they're. Let me give you another example. I got friends, and I got one friend in particular, and I'm probably pissed with him anyways. So this might not be the fairest night to talk about him. But hell, it's my show. He'll live. He'll live after this. He calls me. I answer. I say, "Hey, how you doing?" He says, "I'm good." And then here we go. His day, his problems, his drama. What what somebody said, what happened at work, what happened with his family, what he's upset about, what somebody did to him, what he's planning, what he's thinking, what he needs to figure out. And I listen because that's what friends do. I respond, I ask questions, I give advice, I laugh, I encourage, I participate. Then after 45 minutes, he says, "Well, all right, I just wanted to call and holler at you." And he hangs up. Hold on. Hold on. You missed something. Never once did you say, "Paul, how are you?" Not how was your day? Not what's going on with you? Not you doing okay? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. He told me his whole life story and never asked, "How the hell are you doing?" And this is not one time, it's a pattern. And you know what makes the pattern dangerous? Dangerous? You stop noticing the pattern after a while. You've adapted to it. You become the listener and you become your role. And eventually you don't even expect anybody to ask about you. Now, this is where it gets sad because if somebody does call and simply say, "Hey, I was checking on you," you almost don't even know what to do. You're waiting for the next sentence. What do you need? What do you need? Because you've been trained. A phone call doesn't mean they were thinking about me. Your mind immediately says what they want. The second I see the caller ID, I say, "What do they want?" And I don't like that. I don't want to live like that. I don't want every phone call to feel like an invoice. But when so many calls come attached to a request, eventually caller ID starts feeling like accounts payable. And some of us are walking customer service desks. Everybody got an issue. Call us. Call Paul. Need information. Call Paul. Need advice. Call Paul. Need somebody to fix it. Call Paul. Need somebody to listen. Call Paul. Need somebody to connect you to somebody. Call Paul. And here's what happens. When you're capable, people assume capacity. And those are not the same thing. Just because I can handle it doesn't mean I have to. That's grown folks' wisdom, people. I may know how to solve your problem. That doesn't mean I have enough emotional gas left to solve it tonight. I might know the answer. I might not feel like answering. And that has to be okay with you because dependable people get punished by their own reputation. You're the one who's always coming through. So now nobody checks whether you have anything left. Maybe I'll talk about that next week. Drink about my empty cup, filling my empty cup. They just assume, "Here he comes to save the day. Paul will handle it." Well, Paul might be the one phone call away from throwing his phone in the Potomac River. Maybe Paul needs somebody else to handle something. Maybe Paul needs somebody else to handle something. There's something cruel about being perceived as strong. People admire strength and then forget strong people need care too. They say, "Oh, you got this." Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't have it. Oh, you're strong. Maybe I'm tired of being strong. Oh, you always figure it out. Maybe for once, I don't want to figure out a darn thing. Maybe I want somebody to walk in and say, "Sit down, I got this." That sentence means a lot to somebody who's always carrying stuff. I got this. It'd be nice to have some friends to just come in and say, "I got this." Just because you can handle it doesn't mean I have to handle it. Amen. Get it? I got this. You ain't. You ain't got to think. You ain't got to plan. You ain't got to organize. You ain't got to solve. Just sit down. I got it. I got it. Wouldn't that be wonderful if somebody just said, "You have a seat. I got this." That's a slice of cake in my head. That's what I'm talking about. The cake isn't really cake. The cake is consideration. It's reciprocity. The cake is something somebody remembering you're at the party too. You ever go to parties and everybody always you always in the kitchen, you always setting the table, always doing stuff while everybody else is sitting out there enjoying stuff. I think that's what happened to Martha and Mary in the Bible. You remember his sister got upset because the other one out there entertaining Jesus, and she in the kitchen slaving, doing all the work and all that stuff. She got pissed off and she was mad about it. She had an attitude about that thing. And she was like, well, why am I always the strong one? Why am I always in the kitchen doing everything? You out here um, enjoying yourself. I don't get a chance to enjoy myself. And that's how I feel at times. And I know I'm not the only one. When they consider you the strong one, it'd be nice if somebody just come in and take the plate out of your hand and say, "You sit down. I got this." Woo, really? I wouldn't know how to do this because I'm so used to everybody coming at me. Lord, I probably lose my mind. Now, here comes a word folks don't like. I said it before and I'm going to say it again. All relationships are transactional. Somebody type that in the box. All relationships are transactional. Now, I don't mean, let me straighten this out. I don't mean people prostitutes. Calm down, calm down. That's not what I'm saying here. I mean, every relationship has an exchange. And don't fool yourself. Don't fool yourself. Everyone. Friends exchanged companionship. Marriage exchanged love, care, intimacy, responsibility, and presence. Parents and children exchanged love, guidance, and connections. Co-workers exchange support, labor, and information. Hell, me and the person at Starbucks have a transaction. I give you money and you give me coffee. And if you stop giving me the coffee, I'm going to stop bringing you the money. All relationships are transactional, folks. Don't fool yourself. Somebody wants something you got, or you want something they got. That doesn't make either one of us evil. That's the relationship. Where we get confused is pretending healthy relationships require nothing in return. And I was getting ready to cuss, but I can't. Okay. Because that's bull, folks. I expect things from people I call close. I expect respect. I expect honesty. I expect some level of reciprocity. I expect if I'm always asking how you're doing, at some point it should occur to you to ask me, how the hell are you doing? I shouldn't have to tell you that. Didn't your mama teach you that? Jeez, maybe you need to go to charm school and learn that lesson. That's relationship. I don't need a daily report. I don't need everything exactly equal. But if I've been pouring into you for 10 years and you've never poured into my cup, we don't have a relationship. We have a pipeline. It's not a relationship, folks. It's a pipeline. And all the water flowing is flowing in one direction. And there's something wrong with that. If the water's only flowing in one direction, there's something wrong with that. Now let me clean that up before somebody goes crazy. Reciprocity does not mean 50-50 every day. Life does not work like that. Some days I give 90. Some days I give 10. I carry more some days. Some seasons we're grieving. Some seasons you may be sick. You might have lost your job. You might be going through a divorce. You don't have much to give in those days. Your cup is empty and somebody else needs to fill it. And I understand that. That's love. But next season, when I'm the one on the floor, can you get off your behind and help me up? That's the question. Because if every season somehow becomes your season, we got a problem. We got a problem. If every conversation is about you, every crisis is yours, every phone call is your update, every relationship issue comes back to your feelings, baby, you don't need a friend, you need a podcast audience. And trust me, I won't be subscribing. Have you ever been talking to somebody and you realize they're not listening? They're waiting. They're waiting for you to stop talking so they can get back into the important subject of them. You can test it. Say something big. My legs fell off yesterday. Just say it out the blue. And they'll say, wow, that's crazy. Anyways, like I was saying, they didn't even hear you. And those relationships are exhausting because you leave every conversation feeling invisible. That's the word, invisible. You were present, you participated, you listened, but somehow you weren't seen. Somehow you weren't seen. And that's where that wears a person down. Do you know how powerful that sentence is? I was just checking on you. Just no request, no crisis, no favor hiding behind the corner. No, by the way, no. Well, well, I got you. No, just checking, just checking. That kind of phone call can almost make you suspicious when you're not used to it. Tell you when somebody, I had a friend of mine not long ago called and said, I'm just checking on you. I was like, what do you want? What do you really want? He said, no, I just wanted to check on you today. And I said, what's happening? You need something in my head. My head started going. Somebody died. What the hell are you calling me for? I was thinking about you. Wow. That's cake, folks. That's a slice. Because it says you crossed my mind even when I didn't need anything from you. And that matters. That matters. This is another painful truth. Some people don't miss you, they miss what you do. Oh, somebody write that down. Some people don't miss you, they miss what you do. And the only way you find out is to stop doing it. Stop initiating every call. See what happens. Stop planning every outing. See what happens. Stop paying for dinner all the time. Oh Lord, somebody help me. And see what happens. Stop fixing, stop rescuing, stop giving advice, stop constantly checking in. Don't make it a game. Don't be childish. Just step back naturally and observe. Does the relationship still breathe when you're not doing everything? Or does it go on life support the moment you stop pumping air into it? Because you cannot be the entire system of a relationship. You'll die trying. See, I'm learning this. Not every disappointment requires anger. Sometimes it requires clarity. I used to think every painful discovery needed confrontation. No, sometimes you just need to know. Sometimes you just need to know. It goes back to my stamp collector. So that's who you are. Okay, now I know who you are. So that's what our relationship is. Tell me if you don't ever check on me to see how I'm doing and all that kind of stuff, then you're telling me what kind of relationship we have or what kind of relationship we don't have. You only call me when you need something, information received. I don't you don't have to send a long text. You don't have to post something cryptic or quote some cryptic quote online. People will show you their true colors. Stop. Everybody knows who you're talking about anyways. Just a jest and clarity is peaceful because once I understand what something is, I I I can stop being disappointed if it isn't something else. That's what I come to realize now is that sometimes what Carter say, Pastor, we like when you pay for dinner, especially at the duck place. I don't mind. I don't mind doing that. I really don't. I really don't. That's just my nature. But don't take advantage of me. You know, that's just my nature. I don't mind taking you there and we eat the duck and the shrimp and all that stuff. I'm not telling everybody where that is because I'd be sitting out there and all the church folks would be there and I'd be like, no, I don't want no church people tonight. Not that I'm going to have a suffering bastard or my tie. I'm not doing that. But I'm just saying, I don't want all those church folks around me either. Sometimes the person didn't fail us. We gave them a job and we gave them a job that they never applied for. And let me just say this. I'm at a place now where I have to figure out, and I'm getting a lot of wisdom these days, expectations of a relationship. And I think the difference is some people's expectations are different than yours. Where you believe in friendships where you call people every day and you check in on them. And you check in on them. And you say, okay, how are you and stuff. And other people just don't do that with their friends. So once I understand that's not how you function, then I have to change my expectations of how I feel you should function because you're not going to do it. So for me to get all flustered and frustrated because you didn't call and check on me is a waste of my energy. I could save that energy because you're not going to do it anyway. So I'll just be sitting here fussing and cussing at myself, having a conversation by myself for something that I know you're not capable of doing. You're not going to do it. That's not who you are. You call when you want something or you need to talk about something, and then when you're done, and it's about you. And if I need to come to the grips on that and understand that's how you expect relationships to be. So when you call, I just say, okay, he's calling because he needs something, and that's it. And once I understand that, I'm good. I don't have to expect you to act any different. And the day you ask me how I'm doing, I'll probably pass out. Get that? We got to stop handing people the whole emotional file cabinet. Stop handing people your whole emotional file cabinet. Slow down. Everybody has capacity. Everybody doesn't have the capacity for depth. Some people are lunch friends. Oh, I got to. I know everybody get tired of me talking about. I start all kind of books, y'all. I write them, and I haven't finished them. But anyways, some people are lunch friends. Some people are travel friends. Some people are work friends. Some people are deep friends. Some people are people you love. But you do not call when you're like, there's some people you love, but you don't call them when your life is falling apart. That doesn't make them bad. It makes you informed. You can stop demanding deep water from somebody who hangs out in the kiddie pool. Stop demanding deep water from somebody who hangs out in the kiddie pool. Did y'all get that? Write that down. They don't have it, folks. They don't. Oh, that's a good one. Somebody remind me I said that. You can stop demanding deep water from somebody who hangs out in the kiddie pool. They don't have it. They can't give you deep water. And you're expecting them to give you deep water. They do not have it in them. Now, here's why I have to I have to get myself to where I need to get myself to. Because I can sit here pissed at a friend for never asking me how I'm doing. But did I ever say, hey, you know something? I notice our conversations are almost always about you. And sometimes I need you to ask me how am I doing too. Did I say that? Or did I just sit there accumulating resentment and stamps? Because people cannot respond to conversations we only had in our heads. And that's important. Sometimes we expect people to notice. Can't they see? Maybe not. Some people are emotionally oblivious. They're not evil people. They're not evil people. Thank you, Toria. Stop demanding deep water from someone who hangs out in the kiddie pool. They need subtitles, folks. You got some friends that need subtitles. And you got some friends you need to hold up, those little cards to tell them, hey, slow up, ask me how I'm doing, ask me how I'm doing. They need subtitles. So if the relationship matters, sometimes you have to say it, not with a fight, not you never care about me. Try, hey, I want to tell you, hey, I want to tell you something. I've noticed that that's a different conversation, folks. And folks can handle that conversation more than they can handle the others. And then what they do with the information, that tells you something about them. If they care, maybe they adjust. If they get defensive and turn your hurt back into their hurt, well, you got more information. So what I'm learning, folks, and this is wisdom for me, and lights are coming on. I still look a little darker here than me, but I'm gonna figure that out. I look dark for some reason. Maybe I got a tan. Oh, okay. I still need a haircut, but anyways. Yes. When people do things, pay attention. When people say stuff, pay attention. Because let them talk, folks. Let them talk. Because you know what they're doing? They're giving you information. Remember this. Let people talk because they will give you information. And when they give you that information, use it. Use it. And some of us have been designated listeners all of our lives. And everybody brings us their secrets, their mess, their grief, their relationships, their kids, their marriages, their money, their church drama, their everything. And listeners are dangerous because we look like we're okay. We're quiet. We nod every now and then. We absorb. But where does all this stuff go? You dump your garbage in me, and then you hang up feeling lighter. And guess how I feel? Heavier. That doesn't mean stop listening, folks. It means there has to be some place where you get to put your stuff. You can't keep taking on everybody else's stuff and don't have a place to put your stuff. And if you don't have that place, you better find one. A friend, a therapist, a journal, a walk, something, because emotional constipation is real. Yeah, I said it. Emotional constipation is real, folks. And eventually, that stuff backs up. That stuff backs up. Oh, y'all, woo, boy, I could have cussed something tonight. Baby, y'all lucky. If this had been an unpadded pew, I might have cussed a little more. Look, that stuff backs up. You got to have a way to let stuff out. Actually, I'm going back to I found me a new therapist, and I start with my new therapist on Friday. I had my other therapist, I told you, she quit on me. She was supposed to schedule me for a couple more appointments, and she never scheduled me for nothing. I called the lady, and she wouldn't take my calls. Boy, but I'm back in therapy as of Friday. Let's see how long this therapist lasts. Wow. I didn't think I could take out a whole therapist, but I did. I got to talk to this new one about this old one because I took that a certain kind of way. How your therapist quit on you? Woo, Lord. Emotional constipation is real, folks. It is. And some of us are too good at taking care some of us are too good at taking care of others instead of taking care of ourselves. We don't ask folks for anything. We figure it out. We got it. And then we get mad because nobody helps. Well, did you ask? This is where it gets complicated. Because if you train everybody, I'm good. I don't need anything. I got it. They may believe you. They may just believe you. Nobody ever helps me. Baby, you told everybody to go home. You say, y'all go home, I got it. And you sitting there washing all the dishes and getting the trash and stuff up, and you complaining the whole time. Well, you sent everybody home. Did you not? Did you not? Look, this episode isn't just about other people being selfish. It's also about learning to let people show up for you too. When they say, "Can I?" Say yes. Oh yes. Sit down. Cross your legs. Play spades. Take communion. Yeah. And that might be the line, y'all. I don't just want to be needed, folks. I want to be known. Known what makes me laugh. Know what makes me hurt. Know what makes when I'm quiet. Know if I'm quiet, something's going on. Know if I'm when I'm tired. Know that I don't always want advice. Know that I don't always want to give advice. Know that sometimes I want somebody to say, Paul, that sounds hard. And just shut up. I don't need a solution every time. Sometimes I just need somebody to sit in the mess with me. And that's relationships. That's what I've been doing with you all this time. I've been sitting in the mess with you. And then when I have one moment, nobody's there. And this happens in families. You become the responsible one. I know in my family, I'm the responsible one, the preacher, the successful one, the strong one. And once people assign you that role, they stop checking. They stop checking the person underneath it all. But roles get tired too. Sometimes you get tired of playing the role. The funny person gets sad. The preacher gets confused. The strong one gets scared. And the successful one gets lonely. And the giver gets empty. And if everybody only relates to your role, you can be surrounded by people and still feel alone. Anybody been there? And that's a special kind of loneliness. Now, I need to say this clearly. What about me is not forget everybody else. What about me is not forget everybody else. That's not what I'm saying. It means include me too. Include me too. I don't want the whole cake. I just want a slice. I don't need every conversation to be about me. But can one conversation be about me? I don't need you to call me every day. But can you call me sometimes without needing something? I don't need you to solve my whole life. But can you ask that's what I mean when I say what about me? I matter too. Just ask me, are you okay? Are you doing okay? How are things with you? Just ask. And some of us are embarrassed by need. We turned independence into a religion. I'm very independent. And I don't ask people for stuff because I don't expect anybody to do anything for me. So I don't even ask. I don't need anybody. That's my favorite line. That sounds strong, doesn't it? Real strong. We don't need nobody. But it's a lie. Until you realize humans were never built like that. We were not built to be alone. Everybody needs somebody. Maybe not for everything, but for something, people need support. And support doesn't make you weak, it makes you human. You can be strong and need a hug. Independence, you can be independent and need help. You can be successful and need reassurance. You can be wise and need advice. You can be older and still need care, folks. There's no age where you graduate from being human beings. You know the difference between somebody who cares and somebody who's being polite? The second question. How you doing? Fine. Polite person. Good. Person who knows you. No, how are you really doing? No, how are you really doing? That's that second question. That's a slice of cake. No, how are you really doing? I sense something's off with you tonight. What's going on? I could be in a room sometime, and this happened in real life. I was out with two friends, and got teed off about something, and I just went and sat in a corner in a restaurant all by myself. Just sit over there. And do you know, for 20 minutes or so, nobody came to check on me. And nobody came over to say, "Why are you sitting over there by yourself?" And then finally, one of my friends came over and say, Why are you over here by yourself?" Well, if you know me, you know I don't put up with a bunch of crap. And if I walk away, that means something's going on. And they were wise enough after that 20, 30 minutes to come over and say, "Are you okay?" And sit down and had a conversation with me. See, the, eventually they got there. But I think the statement was made earlier in the conversation when I walked away and sit at a table by myself. But I told them what was going on. You don't always, folks, and this is the part I have to work on because I'm pretty bad at this. So I know if I have to work on it, I'm not the only one. You don't always have to remove people from your life. I'm pretty quick at removing people from my life. I remove them quick. Um, sometimes, sometimes, and this is what I'm learning. This is about me, folks. I will remove people from my life very quickly because I don't like drama. I don't like confrontation. I don't like mess. So I will remove people from my life quickly. And sometimes you don't need to remove people from your life. You just need to change where they sit. That's wisdom there. Somebody write that down. Sometimes you don't have to remove people from your life. You just have to change where they sit at the table. Somebody sometimes you have people in the front row and that you need to move to the back. You need to move to the back, not kick them out. Just move. Sir, your ticket is actually on row G and not row A. So you've been sitting in VIP, and that was my mistake. Everybody doesn't deserve front row access, folks. And some people can earn different seats over time. And relationships can change. And that's okay, folks. Here's another mistake. Sometimes we expect one person to be everything: the best friend, the therapist, the travel buddy, the business advisor, the spiritual advisor, comedian, emergency contact, financial consultant. Lord, Lord, Lord. That's way too much, folks. That's way too much. That's way too much. Not everybody can meet every need. Now I'm an exception. I got it like that. I'm an exception. But somewhere in that circle, you ought to be people, you ought to have people who can pour into your life too. And I say that I can be just about all those things, but I don't want to all the time. I don't want to all the time. And that's the difference. Sometimes you got some friends that are therapy. You got some friends that you don't tell nothing to because you know they can't keep it. You got some friends that can help be a therapist to you, and other friends you don't want them to help you financially because they broke. So some friends may have one or two roles in your life. Don't give them the whole emotional file cabinet. Now let's go back to the party that we started out with. I probably got another 5 minutes. Y'all hang in here because I know I'm fussing tonight. Let's go back to the party. I paid for the cake. I picked the cake up. I brought the candles. I brought it. Brought the cake. Everybody ate the cake. Nobody saved me any cake. Now, what if somebody had simply walked over and said, "Paul, did you get a piece?" That's me. That's it. That's it. Maybe I said, "No, I'm good." But they thought about me. They thought about me. And that's what I wanted: consideration. Consideration. That word right there. Some of us aren't angry about what we didn't receive. We're hurt because nobody considered us. And that's different. You didn't even consider me. Because consideration is love in work clothes. Anybody can say, "I love you." But consideration said, "I remembered. I noticed you. I thought about you. You mattered. I saved you a seat. I brought you something. I knew you would be tired, so I handled that for you. I called because I know today is hard for you. I saved you a slice of cake." That's love wearing work clothes. And a lot of us don't need more people saying they love us. We need some evidence that you love us. Not extravagant evidence, just evidence. Stop it. We have to stop accepting crumbs from tables you help build. Stop accepting crumbs from the table that you help build. There it is. Some of us are accepting crumbs from tables we help build. You helped them succeed. You supported them. You encouraged them. You sacrificed. And then when it's your turn, they gave you leftovers. They gave you leftovers. And because you're the bigger person, you smiled. No, sometimes being the bigger person has turned into being the person everybody expects to eat last. You do not have to become selfish. You know, the ones run to the table the ones that are always at the table first are the ones that didn't bring nothing. And they got their carry-out boxes and they're trying to take everything out, and they didn't even bring nothing. And they didn't even check to see if you ate before they start packing boxes. Sometimes being a bigger person has turned into being the person everybody expects to eat last. You do not have to become selfish, but you can stop volunteering to disappear. And baby, let me tell you this, your hurt isn't petty. And if this episode is hitting a nerve, don't dismiss your hurt because the things look small. It was just a cake. No, it was not just a cake. This was not about the cake. It was never about the cake. Sometimes small events reveal large patterns. They didn't save the cake. They didn't ask how you were. They didn't return the call. They forgot the date. They forgot your birthday. They didn't notice you were hurting. And one event might be nothing, but a pattern is something. Pay attention to patterns, folks. Pay attention to patterns. Pay attention to the patterns. Get it. Y'all know I can't do everything one time. And that's the balance, folks. Pay attention to patterns without turning every mistake into a diagnosis. The balance. Maybe you're pissed off because you finally noticed. Sometimes anger comes from awareness. You weren't angry before because you were too busy doing. Then one day you stop and look, wait a minute. I'm always the one calling. Wait a minute. I'm always paying. Wait a minute. I'm always listening. Wait a minute. I'm always checking on them. Wait a minute. What the hell? That awareness can make you angry. And it did make me angry, folks. I'm talking real life here. It made me angry. Don't let the anger make every decision, because that's what I started doing, letting anger make decisions for me. But don't ignore what it reveals either. What do you do with it? So what now? You've noticed your relationship is lopsided. Do you cut everybody off? No. Do you cuss everybody out? It's tempting, but no. First, get honest with yourself. What do I need? What do I need from this relationship? First question to yourself. What do I need from this relationship? The second question, if the relationship matters, communicate it. Communicate what you need. Now, this is good stuff here. Let me just highlight this and put it in different colors so I can come back and get it later tonight. Because I need to deal with this. First, get honest with yourself. Ask yourself, what do I need from this relationship? Second, if the relationship matters, communicate what you need to that person. Third, watch what happens. Not promises, patterns. Watch what they do with the information you gave them. Do they adjust? Do they try? Do they come curious about you? Do they make room? And fourth, adjust your investment based on reality. Adjust your investment based on reality, not fantasy. That's not revenge, folks. That's wisdom. And you know what else you need to do? Stop overgiving to unfunctioning relationships. Stop overgiving to unfunctioning relationships. There's the grown folks line. Stop overgiving to under functioning relationships. If you're the only engine, the car ain't moving right. You cannot love somebody into reciprocity. You cannot perform hard enough to make somebody considerate. You can communicate, you can model, you can invite, but eventually people show you their capacity. And when they show you their capacity, believe it. Because what happens in life, I'm wrapping this up, folks. What happens in life is don't punish good people for what bad people did to you. Now be careful, because after being used enough, you can become suspicious of everybody, of everybody. And I know I do. Somebody calls just to check on you, and you say, What you want? That's the first thing out of my mouth. What you want? They didn't want nothing. Don't make good people pay for everybody who took advantage of you. That's so funny. I was beating on my chest or something, and this camera think I'm doing something. And oh Lord, can I just go and come back and see? That's funny. The camera think I motioned it to come in and get a closer shot. Now I got to figure out what's the hand motion and tell it to go back. That's funny. I don't like this look right now, but I'll be all right. Let me tell this thing to just standard. I don't know what I did to make it do that, but anyways, we'll figure it out. I hear something beeping. Anyways, somebody, and I would just say what you want. Don't make good people pay the bill for everybody who took advantage of you. That's the one I have to learn too. Don't make good people pay the bill for everybody who took advantage of me. Stay open. Just wise. Be wise. Just stay wise, folks. Stay wise, folks. Stay wise, folks. Stay wise. There we go. I got it back. I figured it out now. Stay wise, folks. That's the balance. Soft heart, clear eyes, strong boundaries. Somebody should know how you take your coffee. If nobody knows how you take your coffee, that's a problem. I think everybody needs somebody who knows something unnecessary about them. Something not useful. Not your job title, not what you can do. Something small, something small. How you take your coffee. If your spouse don't know how you take your coffee, that's a problem. If your friends don't know how you take your coffee, that's a problem. They should know how you take your coffee. Somebody should know what song make you cry. Somebody should know which movie you've watched 100 times. Somebody should know what food you hate. Because honestly, every time you invite me to some place and you fix that dish, I can't even eat it. I tell you, I take it home because I can't eat it because I don't eat pork or beef. And you don't know that. After all these years, you don't know I don't eat pork or beef. Somebody should know when I go quiet, what's wrong with Paul. Somebody should know what makes me laugh until I can't breathe. That's the kind of knowing that says, I don't just study your usefulness, I paid attention to you. That's the cake I'm talking about. So here's the final question. So tonight, I want you to ask yourself, am I surrounded by people who know me or people who know what I can do for them? Am I surrounded by people who know me or people who know what I could do for them? That is not an easy question. And the answer may not be all good or all bad. Some people know you deeply. Some know one part of you. Some barely know you at all. And that's okay. But make sure somebody knows you. and make sure you are allowing yourself to be known. All right, family, let me close this thing. We started with a cake, a stupid cake. I paid for the cake. I picked it up. I brought the candles. I brought the cake into the house, helped everybody celebrate. Everybody ate, and nobody saved me a piece of cake. And tonight, I finally figured out why that bothers me. It wasn't the cake. It wasn't, it was the feeling that I helped create the celebration, but somehow I wasn't considered inside the celebration. And maybe that's where some of us are tonight. You built the table. You built the table, folks. You built the table. Cooked the food. Called the people. Held the family together. Listened to everybody. Gave your advice. Paid the bills. Showed up. Encouraged. Forgave folks. Helped folks. And somewhere along the line, you looked around and thought, what about me? What about me? And I want to tell you something. The question does not make you selfish. It makes you aware that you matter too. Your feelings matter too. Your time matters. Your needs matter. Your loneliness matter. Your exhaustion matters. Your joy matters. You don't need the whole damn cake, but baby, you deserve a slice of the cake. You deserve friends who ask, how are you doing? You deserve relationships where you don't always have to perform. You deserve people who remember you when you don't need when they don't need you. You deserve somebody who saves you a seat. Somebody who notices when you're quiet. Somebody who calls and says, I don't need anything. I was just thinking about you. And if you don't have enough of those people around you, don't become bitter, folks. Become intentional. Communicate. Adjust. Build better relationships. Let people show up and stop giving everybody executive level access to you just because they know your phone number. And while you're doing all that, remember to save yourself some cake. Next time, cut the first piece of cake for the birthday person, and then you take the second piece and put on your plate and for you. Next time, if nobody else saves a piece of cake for you, you save your own piece of cake. Hell, you paid for it. Save yourself some time. Save yourself some money, energy, patience, and your life. You spent enough years making sure everybody ate before you leave the party. Look at the table and ask, did I get a piece too? Because I'm tired of paying for the damn cake, carrying the damn cake, lighting the damn cake, cutting the damn cake, and then going home hungry. No more. From now on, save Uncle Paul a slice. And while you're at it, save yourself one too. Hey, I'm Uncle Paul. This has been Uncle Paul's Thoughts, and it's just a thought. Take what helped you, leave the rest. Leave the rest. And if somebody calls you tonight and talk for 45 minutes and never ask you how you're doing, and then they say, well, I just called to check on you, tell their behinds, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Good night, family. I love y'all, and I will see you on Friday night for Friday night therapy, and we will see you on Sunday with Uncle Paul's Unpadded Pews. All right. Thank y'all. Thank you. Thank you. I love you all. I hope I helped somebody tonight. If I help you, just say you helped me in the box real quick, and I'm gonna play this ending song, and then we're out of here.
Oh, before you go now. This here is free. It don't cost you nothing to subscribe. Comment, like, and share. Hey, this here is free. It don't cost you nothing to subscribe. Comment, like, and share. Don't let me have to say that again. You hear me? I said, did you hear me?
right, see y'all next week.
Before you go now, hear one more thing now. Somebody said, carry it home, carry it home, We talked about the cake, we talked about the cost, we talked about the pieces that got carried off and lost. But tonight, before you leave, before you hit the door, Uncle Paul got one more thing he's filling up for. You gave your ear, you gave your time, you gave your whole attention. So here's a little something we forgot to mention. You matter too, you matter too. Don't you leave without it. Say it like you mean it now. Don't you dare doubt it. So stand on up, stand on up. Somebody save your own, save your own. This the table, this the table. Don't go home alone, don't go home alone. Save yourself a slice, save yourself a slice tonight. Carry home the love, carry home the light. You showed up for everybody, now show up for you. That's the realest thing that Uncle Paul can leave you with is true. Save yourself a slice, you deserve a seat too. This the thought we leaving with. Save some cake for you. So call somebody up and let them know they're seen. Ask the second question, tell them what it means. Consideration's love, wearing this work clothes. So go on and wear it loud everywhere you go. We ain't perfect, we still learning, we still figuring it out. But tonight we made a promise, and tonight we gon' shout. Ain't nobody leaving empty, ain't nobody going hungry. This the table Uncle Paul built, and it's built for plenty. Stand on up, stand on up. Somebody save your own, save your own. Hey, this the table, this the table. Don't go home alone, don't go home alone. Save yourself a slice, save yourself a slice tonight. Carry home the love, carry home the light. You showed up for everybody, now show up for you. That's the realest thing that Uncle Paul can leave you with is true. Save yourself a slice, you deserve a seat too. This the thought we leaving with. Save some cake for you. You are not forgotten here, you are not forgotten here. Take it with you, take it with you.
Cam Music Group. Friday Night Therapy. Friday nights at 8:30 p.m. on YouTube and Facebook.
Uncle Paul Media and Cam Music Group presents the 31 days music challenge. New music every day for 31 days. Watch on YouTube and Facebook.
Uncle Paul Media and Cam Music Group welcome you to the 31-day Gospel Music Challenge. Brand new gospel music every day for 31 days. Turn it up, open your heart, and receive today's song.
Way back, way back, way back, way back on Calvary. Jesus saved the day. Jesus saved the day.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Spending time with me today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Spending time with me today. I know you didn't have to, but I'm so